Let's go to Claire Sherwood, our Newstalk ZB South Island News Director, for the latest on this tragedy at Aoraki Mount Cook. Good morning. What is the latest? What do we know? I mean, it is an unforgiving mountain. We know that, and these people were up there because they love what they were doing, but it's a tragic outcome, Claire.
Tragic outcome indeed, Ryan. These two people who died late on Monday. In fact, it was approaching midnight and a group of four were attempting to reach the summit of what we know is New Zealand's highest mountain, and a fall occurred. Two people who were roped together at the time have both fallen and both have died there, their bodies to be recovered. We, for the last 24 hours or so, have been trying to piece together exactly what happened, who these people were. And in the last few minutes, actually, members of our New Zealand Herald news team have named one of the men who have died in the tragedy, falling to his death. And he is an incredibly well-known mountain guide. He, in fact, grew up in the French Alps and was working with one of his clients. They were roped together and connected when they have fallen. The circumstances of the fall we're not entirely sure of. Some people like me who are not experienced climbers, question why they might have been up there at midnight. We've spoken, though, with those who do know climbing inside out, and they say that that's not actually that unusual for climbers who are incredibly experienced. In fact, it's a lot safer to be climbing at the likes of midnight, where conditions are quite settled, as opposed to during the day when ice packs might be melting underfoot, etc. So the exact circumstances as to how these two people fell are not yet known. That will become clearer over the next couple of days. But the warning from those in the know is very much that this is a tragic reminder of just how problematic and how troublesome our alpine environment can be.
Absolutely. Claire, just finally, you've got your new stadium, and you won't shut up about this new stadium, but here we are talking about it again. Opening next year, which is awesome, fantastic. I'm coming down. But there's a league club that's not happy, wants compensation. What's that about?
Yeah, many people will know the Meccano-type stadium setup that's at Addington. We know it now as Apollo Project Stadium. That's where, of course, the Crusaders have won their grand final this year. You know, we've had the Warriors have played there. It is our stadium, but it very much does have a temporary feel about it. And it has long outlasted what the government or council ever expected. So there is excitement about leaving the Addington grounds behind to come into the city to the new Stadium Te Kaha in April. However, many of us who have grown up in Christchurch and been around here for a long time will remember that Addington site as being Rugby League Park. And it was the Rugby League grounds long before Rugby League had this big resurgence of popularity here in New Zealand and specifically in the South Island. Canterbury Rugby League did hold the lease for those grounds in Addington, and they gave up that lease 30 years early in order for this post-quake temporary stadium to be built. Now, there is word around, and those in the know tell me that there was some money that exchanged hands at that time. We're trying to confirm the details of that arrangement. What we do know is that the Mayor wants to see housing put on there. Canterbury Rugby League, though, is petitioning to be further compensated because they say they are in financial losses as a result of giving it up. So very much a watch this space. A, what will be there, and B, who will be compensated for that.
Interesting stuff, Claire. Good to see you as always. Have a great day in Christchurch. Heading for a high of 29 degrees there today. Claire Sherwood, Newstalk ZB.